So it's come to this. Critic, why do you do this to me? Why do you do this shit to me? I've sworn never to watch a Barbie movie in my entire life. I at least value myself as a man pretty well, and feel pretty accomplished at the fact that I've never even seen a Barbie movie. And now you're forcing me to watch one, aren't you? Or at least react to one as a review. I hear Tim Curry's in it at least. One of my subscribers informed me that Tim Curry's in this movie, so there's at least a light at the end of the tunnel. At least there's something. I don't know. I don't know how I'm going to survive this review. This might be my last will and testament. If I get really pissed off or just walk off set, you know why. Look at that. I didn't even disrespect the top 11 Cosby moments more than this, but this is a war crime. This is a hate crime. Barbie. Why? Oh, man. This is a war crime. It's a hate crime. It's every kind of crime. Why? Why does this doll have freaking movies? I don't understand. I don't understand. The only time Barbie is good is in Toy Story. That's it. She don't need her own movie. Ugh. All right. You know what? Bring it on! Subscribe. Sign up for my Patreon. Let's do this, y'all. I hope I'll survive this.
Hello, I'm the Nostalgia Critic. I remember it, so you don't have to.
You have the same face I do.
You're under protest as Barbie Nutcracker.
Under protest? Who the hell asked you to do this?
As I've mentioned in the past, the Nutcracker Ballet is very easy to adapt with other IP.
Nutcracker?
It's a simple story with free music that every kid knows and likes listening to.
Oh, God.
So naturally, Barbie did an adaptation in 2001. This is
to destroy any nostalgia or respect you had for the play or, the story. Right?
back when Barbie did a lot of direct-to-video CG movies, and this was her first one.
I remember that.
Apparently it left an impact because a lot of people over the years have been asking me to review it. My answer was usually, I don't wanna.
I don't wanna either.
I've been asking for so long, I guess this holiday season, I'll make an exception. I've never seen one of these before because, well, do I look like someone who's ever seen one of these before?
Do I?
Suit excluded. I'm aware there's a whole bunch of people who grew up with this, so I guess I better look it over.
People?
Let's visit our favorite temp job addict. Let's watch Barbie in the Nutcracker. A 43-year-old man just said that.
Yeah, 43.
I already hate this.
Fuck.
You look like black makeup should be spat on you and thrown into a haunted house.
Yeah, seriously, you look scary. Oh, God
The film
damn
opens
it.
in a ballet school for the most plastic of dancers as Barbie appears to be a teacher.
I'm never gonna get all these steps right, Barbie.
If we keep practicing, you will.
Why does Barbie have a mini-me?
Do it like this person literally sculpted to be absolute perfection.
But what if I freeze out there?
You've just got to find the courage to try.
Okay, I know this is 2001, but this really does look like a cutscene from a Barbie video game.
Like Clara. Clara lost her parents when she was very young.
Well, now I'm in a good mood, thanks, Teach.
Is that Jodie Benson?
We transition to her story where we see Clara and her brother Tommy being raised by their grandfather.
We have to finish decorating before our guests arrive.
Yes, grandfather.
Clara looks old enough to go into space. What's she doing being raised by her grandfather?
Well...
It's beautiful, miss.
Mother gave this to me.
She gave me a Barbie ballet ornament you can purchase right now. And if you think I'm lying about that merchandising joke, you're right. There's not an ornament for sale. There's 3.
Oh, dear.
You haven't seen Tommy, have you?
Her little brother Tommy, though, starts eating the gingerbread.
You little shit.
You might want to wash off that frosting. You can't tell me what to do.
I'm sure grandfather will insist on a bath.
Oh God, he always bathes with me.
Clara.
Their aunt from out of town visits and tells her about her travels.
Miss
I
Frizzle?
met an emperor. I sailed on a junk. I had my first rickshaw ride.
And I discovered something called a Hot Frosty. That Netflix movie? Sure.
Sure.
Auntie has some clearly not fully rendered gifts to give, as Tommy
that?
gets toy soldiers and Clara gets a
Frosty?
nutcracker.
He sure is ugly.
Tommy.
Everybody is compared to me. Am I the only one freaked out seeing a toy hold another toy?
Yeah.
It's like that Reed poster from Gravity Falls.
Yo, but
Toy. It's like that Reed poster from Gravity.
Yo, do you see that fish too? Even the fish is like, fuck! Even the butterfly is like, God, you don't see this shit every day. You can't even see its face. I never noticed the full poster before. I just looked at the two books, but look at the fish and the butterfly. That's hilarious.
Gravity Falls. She falls asleep and is, of course, woken up, as the story goes, by the Nutcracker fighting magical rodents.
Why is it always mice?
Though maybe not. My dreams do usually have horrific World War II imagery.
Oh, God. I was literally just thinking about that. I'm like, yo, maybe it's not as bad as that movie? Maybe it's worse. It has the potential to be both.
In walks their king, played by...
Even as a nutcracker,
God,
you're a
Tim Curry.
thorn
No.
in my side.
Could it be? Thank you, sweet casting director, for saying some people with a penis might get stuck watching this. Let's give a little something for them. I swear,
It's not
Kris
enough.
Kringle's ballsack if that is his only scene.
Why would it be?
For a man
He's
does
the
about to
king.
steal random kids' Barbie and decapitate it. Tell me it would be unreasonable after that.
Meddling human,
That'd be
towering
fucking
tall. Let my scepter shrink you small.
Twinkle, twinkle, pinkish star, time to turn you into cheese.
Pizza.
Shrinks her down, but the Nutcracker
Yes.
fights him off while she gets away.
Alright.
Did Barbie smoke a blunt before climbing? Wow, Captain Crunch and that Pennywise possum are duking it out. This is some great shit.
You've got nowhere to run, nutcracker.
Yo!
I love
Alright.
the random way he said Nutcracker like the butt scratcher routine.
Nutcracker, 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 nutcracker.
I was at, like, during the commercial break, I just actually looked at one of the comments and it said, whenever Nostalgia Critic makes this face, you know the review's going to be good. I guess he's right, because it's actually funny, but it's because Tim Curry is here. It brings out the best in him.
Barbie saves him with one hell of a kick, though. What the f***? Was there a rocket-powered brick in that shoe? And the mice
The
run away.
lightest shoe. Damn.
Thank you for saving my life.
You're welcome.
I've got to return home to Parthenia while I have the chance.
The Nutcracker explains only the Sugar Plum Princess can change her back to normal size and get him back to human.
Is
But
the
it looks like
Nutcracker
assistance
Ken?
is already on the way.
Perhaps I can help.
I'm that weird thing everybody forgot about in the first Sonic movie. Where's my Rescue Rangers callback?
Oh, come
You will
on.
find the Sugar
on.
Plum
I liked
Princess
her.
on an island across the Sea of Storms.
Oh, why couldn't it be the seas of cookies and blowjobs? They literally intersect.
Once you've found the Sugar Plum Princess, open the locket and you will return home your normal size.
Also, nobody forgot the fucking owl. She died. Respect, man. I'm sorry. I like those Sonic movies. And I can't wait for Sonic 3 to come out. My nephew, you know we're going to watch that in the future.
It also might make your arms a little less Woody the Cowboy.
Jesus.
They journey through
Or-
a portal that looks a little familiar.
Oh, peep.
And they're sent
I
into a
love
snowy
that.
cave.
I missed that. I missed that promo so much. I missed that. No, bumper. I missed the bumper so much. Like, I never got to watch HBO that much when I was a kid. The only time I saw it, ironically, was when, and that really brings out the memories of me, was when they put out Godzilla 1985, one of my favorite Godzilla movies ever. Like, it was the first Godzilla movie I ever saw. And I still have that memory of seeing that right before the movie. Ugh!
Must have taken a wrong turn back there.
My Nutcracker teleportation powers aren't what they used to be. Nutcracker's a weird story.
A
Yeah.
firefly?
Has it
A
always
snow
been?
fairy.
They encounter a snow fairy and fix her wing, which
Mini-Me.
encourages other fairies to rip off Fantasia to freedom.
Welcome to Parthenia.
Parthenia?
So beautiful.
And so clearly painted in an hour.
The trees smell like
Yeah,
peppermint.
it's a
And my
mad
farts
painting.
smell like hot chocolate as
How'd you
opposed
make
to strawberries.
How did you make it look like? How'd you do that? How'd you make it look like a matte painting inside of a cartoon, inside with that CGI monstrosity right there? Look at her. She still looks high as hell. I'm high as hell, and I still think she's high as hell. What?
They smell like peppermint.
And my farts smell like hot chocolate as opposed to strawberries.
And you're sure the Sugar Plum Princess can help?
Interesting.
The bat overhears their plan, though, and makes his way to the Mouse King.
You insolent little bat.
Yes!
I should turn you into a ceiling fan.
Only Tim Curry can make a line so stupid sound so menacing. The bat tells him of
I'm
their
like, I don't want to be a ceiling fan. Please.
plan as our duo makes their way through the gingerbread village.
I didn't know things had gotten this bad.
I mean, these are borderline food fight graphics. They encounter a pink horse, which, by the way, there's more than 3 of those for sale. And someone throws a snowball at her ass. I don't know why that makes me laugh so much. I know it's childish. It's just so not something I expect to see in a Barbie movie.
Somebody hit her in the ass.
It's all right. They're just children.
Of the corn.
The
We
corn.
found this. Is she yours?
She helps them find their doll, and okay, I have no doubt this was made in a rush, but
mini-me's.
what was the mindset behind these clothes? It looks like parents wanted to make Christmas pageant costumes and punish their kids at the same time.
It was the Mouse King's army.
They explain how the Mouse King ruined their town.
This is all Prince Eric's fault.
Who's Prince Eric?
A soft launch for Aladdin.
Yeah, that's what I was about.
Gather together until they can find a safe spot for the kids when they stumble upon the mice.
There they are.
Come on, into the woods!
Sweeney Todd! Oh, I'm sorry, I thought we were just naming Sondheim films where people can't sing.
Up here.
They're saved by Tommy's toys, who also don't share much affection for the prince who let them down.
Why is
You
the
make the
salt in
prince
here?
sound pretty awful.
But that's a compliment.
You're forgetting that Prince Eric was my friend.
But then he pardoned Hunter Nutcracker, and I'm sorry, he couldn't even go out well.
I don't have time to search for some sugar pie.
This guy's entire performance is just Count Olaf going. They tell them about the Sugar Plum Princess and how she's their only hope.
We've tried everything else to defeat the mouse.
How every meeting at Warner Brothers starts. They decide to join them on their quest while the Mouse King does his own research on the Sugar Plum Princess.
The Sugar Plum Princess. Kind, clever, and brave.
Whenever Barbie's not on screen, I'm actually okay with the movie, even though the graphics don't look much better than Food Fight. Scratch that. There was some scary ass shit in Food Fight that looked.
Help you? You must be Leonard, the manager. I'm your new Brand X representative.
Up, and also they're not always going. Like, look at that movie, and you can't tell me that they're not waving their fucking hands like all over the fucking place. Why?
That's it?
Can you stop saying that after every line read? I'm sorry, I know this was written on a weekend, but wouldn't you say that after reading this? He creates a monster out of a pillar, which, okay, does look a little cool. And he sends him to destroy our hero.
No, it doesn't.
And I will give the film credit, our main character does figure out pretty quick the Nutcracker is the prince. It's nice they don't keep her an absolute moron throughout the entire flick.
You're more
So
than
this
a
is the
nutcracker,
one?
Prince Eric.
Now I don't deserve to be.
You're risking your
Who is
life
Prince
to save
Eric?
your kingdom. Isn't that what princes do?
That and form incredibly suggestive silhouettes at halftime shows.
What?
He says he's determined to save his kingdom, though, so they leave the children at the village and
I don't
venture
remember
forth.
that.
The captain and I will make a boat seaworthy, while you two gather supplies.
You sure that's also not Tim Curry?
that's seaworthy.
Wait, what's he working?
Supplies.
Preferably gather a boat that's seaworthy. They find a well where a bunch of fairies are trapped, and they try to make the valley look beautiful again.
They actually
Teacher,
playing
I've been
that?
sitting here for 40 minutes. Can I just practice the dance moves? No, I'm going to explain this hour and 20-minute story about other people who did the dance much better than you. I'm sad. Good.
Good.
The rock monster from before appears, and our heroes make their way to the boat.
Is that the monster from Metroid Prime?
Jock! Start the engine!
Get the plane up!
The monster destroys the ship, but the fairies freeze the ocean, and coincidentally, the horse from earlier, I guess, was on the water with the sleigh and saves them.
Don't you know, Critic? Barbie has to have her fucking playset! Those fucking commercials always, like, every single time there's a Barbie commercial, I'm like, for the love of God!
Be careful!
Don't worry, wood floats.
They all float. Sorry, I thought I was away, but I couldn't avoid that one. The monster falls through the ice, and they continue their search. They eventually find the Sugar Plum Palace, and man, these effects are looking flat. Oh. You used your cheapness to your advantage. Well played.
Okay.
No!
Everyone is caught except Barbie. My personality's so flat I could see that from miles away.
They couldn't
She sits
see you.
against her Mario 64 backdrop to figure out what to do.
I could always go back home. I'm sure I've got some doll clothes that would fit.
Good lord, if this was any more a commercial, I'd have to review it wearing this.
Why not?
Approach her, though, and
Should've.
help her break into the Mouse King's lair. And when I say break in, I mean literally walk through the front door.
Did
Maybe
it-
people were right. Prince Eric was pretty dumb to lose to this army.
Also, did a
The king
swing
needs you right
just
away in
fly
the
her there?
courtyard. He said if you didn't hurry, you'd
Weirdest
spend the
movie
rest of
ever.
your lives as houseflies.
Thanks, only human lady in the castle? Seriously, couldn't she at least disguise herself with this? Even the stupid characters go, this is incredibly stupid.
I know, right?
Why would the Mouse King
They're just
post
lazy.
guards on an empty room?
But get this, there's a magic wall that keeps them invisible and silent. Why? They're already locked up. This is like putting Princess Peach in a cage in another cage. Doesn't seem to be needed.
What the hell is this?
She figures it out, though, and breaks them loose.
Really?
No, what the point of that was either.
That was...
And they confront the Mouse King, who is preparing to burn them.
There's more to being a king than having a crown.
There's that weird, fuzzy red cloak.
Yeah, seriously.
He turns
But
the
only
townsfolk
English.
into statues.
Those peasants who do challenge me, living statuary be.
That's it.
Damn it, Tim.
Sorry, you try reading this. And they have a big fight.
With the brawn of 20 and 6, I'll smite my enemy into sticks.
Thank
With
God
all my
Tim
might,
Curry's
I
in this.
scream and shout.
Do you have Prince Albert in a can? You do? Well, you better let the poor guy out.
What happened? What happened? What happened? Oh.
Knocks him out and tries to shrink Barbie even smaller, but the Nutcracker uses his sword to reflect it back. Well, that was a huge missed opportunity to hear Tim Curry's voice sped up. So the day is saved, and oh, screw it, I want to hear it!
No, the diamonds are here.
And Barbie kisses the Nutcracker, turning him into Ken's mother guy.
Black-haired
I guess
Ken.
that just proves the point of the movie.
Wait, what?
Ken's mother guy. No, I guess that just proves the point of the movie.
He's everything, he's just Ken.
And even though she figured out he was the prince, she couldn't figure out that
Never
she
saw
was
the
the
movie.
princess. Because yeah, in a Barbie story, they're really gonna let somebody else have that title.
Right,
Even
right.
if they do, there has to be someone that at least looks identical to her.
Clara, it's you! You are the Sugar Plum Princess.
There's like a million plot threads that don't add up, but pretty.
Whee! Is that it?
Oh yeah, there's supposed to be some ballet dancing in this. Are they doing Corky imitations, or am I seeing both their gooning faces?
Ooh.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
Just ignoring
Barbie and the prince do a dance as well.
I'd rather just listen to the music.
Though it never feels right without Macaulay Culkin looking around wondering why the hell he's here.
Yeah, right.
It is nice they do take a fair amount of time to show some real ballet dancing. In most kids' adaptations of this, it's used sparingly, but they dedicate a good 5 minutes to just music and dancing, which is kind of refreshing. The Mouse King returns for one more laugh, though, and takes her locket, causing her to disappear.
I love you.
I know we've just known each other for a day, but in Hollywood, that's like 5 years!
Also, it's probably the best dance of his life. I'd probably fall in love, too.
She wakes up back on the couch as it appears it was all a dream.
The Nutcracker was fighting the Mouse King, who shrunk me with his golden scepter.
Yeah.
The aunt introduces her to a friend named Eric, who,
Right.
you guessed it, looks exactly like the Eric from the dream. He even returns her locket.
May I have this dance?
What?
The devil is always watching.
I couldn't say no to the king.
So she got good at dancing by dreaming about being good at dancing? Well, the moral of the story is shut up.
Yeah, basically,
So,
I
if
think that's
Clara
what it
hadn't
was.
been brave, she never would have found out she was a.
Oh my god.
That's what the writers of Captain Simeon and the Space Monkeys are trying to tell us. They continue
You
to
got a
practice, and she
7.5?
finally aces the dance.
I did it!
I always knew you could.
Shame your parents died in a car crash driving here. What? That's a problem for future Kelly. But I just reverse animation into my arms. And that was Barbie and the Nutcracker. What do you think I thought of it?
Yeah.
It's not good as your average movie goes, but for a direct-to-video flick meant for tiny kids, it gives what it promises. It's a loose telling of the Nutcracker story, but I guess closer than other interpretations.
Yeah, seriously.
It's got the classic music in there, and again,
Honestly,
it is nice.
Honestly, I'm going to say this right now. Way less painful time than I thought it was going to be, and way less painful than watching that weird-ass Nazi Nutcracker movie that is made by the devil himself and should not be viewed by anyone.
They actually have a fair amount of ballet dancing, even if most of it's saved till the end. Once in a while it goes a little further visually than it needs to, given no doubt the time and budget restraints. Tim Curry, of course, is having a lot of fun, and nobody's doing a bad job. There's just nothing of interest for adults or older kids.
Gotta respect those.
It'd be like harshly judging a children's book on tea parties. It just seems kind of silly to be angry at it.
Yeah.
It's not annoying or painful to sit through. I'm just not the right person or age for it. If you expect me to watch this every Christmas, no amount of nutcracking is ever gonna get me to that point.
I don't know. They'll use the Nutcracker once and you'll go and watch it again. So, don't you dare lie.
I'm a nostalgia critic guy, remember? So you don't have to.
Oh, God. I wouldn't be surprised if that wasn't also Tim Curry. That's really funny. Like I said, I gotta admit that was a lot less painful than I thought it was gonna be. A lot less painful. It was because of Tim Curry, though. It was all because of Tim Curry. There was nothing. There was no twist. There was no turn. Some of the faces actually kind of look creepy. The little girl, in particular, the mini-me version of Barbie, she's like, I'm like, is she about to murder Barbie or something for a second? Oh. But again, like he said, it's kind of silly to get mad at it, I guess. I mean, it's harmless and it's not offensive. So, I mean, hey, what are you going to do? They even have representation in that movie. So, I mean, hey, they had one Indian guy, I guess. I don't know. Or either Middle Eastern or Indian guy. Oh, God. I think it was an Indian guy. And also one guy who can't speak English. So, I mean, he was like, oh, but yeah, again, like, if I should have had more faith in Tim Curry. Tim Curry really did make me laugh in this movie, and he opened up some pretty good jokes for the critic. Let me know if you grew up with this movie, because I sure as hell didn't. I was 13 probably when this movie came out, so I was like, nope. I think I heard of this movie coming out, though. I think my sister wanted to get it, but we were all like, no. So, anyway, please smash that like button if you want to see more sexy and nerdy content, and subscribe if you think I deserve it. And remember, sign up for my Patreon for all my latest reactions to all my latest videos. I can't. I don't know. It's been a good couple of reviews. By the way, check out my new Superman reaction right up here. Should have been done first. So, see you all in the next episode.